All Talk with Brandy on WVU 95.9 FM. Your favorite sports girl is still here in the building, and I have two special guests with me today, so we are going to get into it. First, I do have Coach O, Coach Ourtney Bryant in the building, who is the Warrensville Tigers, Lady Tigers head coach, and I do have his guard here, Ari, who's with me. We're going to get into her. So, Coach O, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having
Of course, thank you for being here. So to start off, lots of people know you've been coaching at Warrensville. So kind of tell everybody that doesn't know your coaching career before you got to Warrensville.
Well, this is going to be my 26th year coaching basketball. Um, I started out in middle school. I started out coaching middle school basketball boys at Holy Name Elementary. From there, I went to St. Stan's for like 14 years. Um, then I ended up coaching at Cleveland Central Catholic in 2007. That was when Jantel Lavender, who actually just retired from the WNBA, was a senior, and we won a state championship there. That following year, I went to Virginia High School and coached. We won a state championship. And after that, then I continued to coach. Did AAU for a long time. I had an AAU program called Ladies First. Did that for a whole bunch of years. We were sponsored by Adidas for 3 years, and my homeboy came and made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I ended up leaving Adidas. This is going to be my 7th year at Warrensville. I had a player there named Lamaya Ford. She was real good, but they couldn't win the game. It was like 0-63. Mm-hmm. So I ended up applying for the job, getting the job, and the rest is history.
So you talked about, getting an opportunity. So what made you originally want to coach, and how did the opportunity at Warrensville come about?
So I originally wanted to coach because I come from a family of hoopers. My mom was a hooper, my uncles was hoopers, and so it was just in our DNA to play basketball. Then my little cousin started to play, so I went and started helping them out. Coach who used to coach me in middle school, coached them, and it really just took off.
So you talk about when you came into this program that it was more so about helping the girls and getting wins for you. So what, talk about that mindset going into coaching.
Well, I look at winning is the byproduct of doing things the right way. You know what I mean? Winning is important to everybody on the outside. But when you're a coach and you in it, when you really in it for what you should be in it for, it's all about seeing young people grow. You know what I mean? So I just use basketball as a vehicle. Basketball had changed my life. I grew up in the streets, on 131st and I was doing a lot of things I wasn't supposed to do. So basketball gradually took me out of the lifestyle, and it took me all over the world. Like I said, when I got to Warrensville, it wasn't a winning program. I think they hadn't won a game in 2 or 3 years. And I got hired and won 16 games my first year, first 9, and every year after that, we've won the league. We haven't lost the league game in, I think, in the last 4 years.
You guys can't even remember, see?
And we won 5 straight, four straight district championships.
Yeah, 4 district championships.
And 5 league championships in a row, 4 district championships in a row.
So what is it like being able to see these girls that you coach go on to the collegiate level?
Right now, I mean, it's a beautiful thing because at the end of the day, I don't want them to go in a situation where they got student loans. That's what we focus on. That's what we talk about. I want to try to give them a head start in life. And so it's a beautiful thing. It's funny because only 1% of athletes go to college on a scholarship, not a full scholarship. That's any type of scholarship. And literally all our seniors go to school for free.
Oh, wow. So that's amazing. So, you talk about caring for them more than getting wins. How does it feel now to be able to do both of those things?
It's natural. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Like I say, I like to take kids who have lack of opportunity. It's not like I'm out here recruiting all the best players in the state of Ohio. It's not like that. The Warrensville is not for everybody. So the kids that show up, a lot of kids, most of them, they show up through, the players. You know what I mean? They want to come play with them. So it's not like I'm in the gym and I'm watching that. You should come play for Warrensville. No, we just do things a certain way. But it's not for everybody, I tell you that much.
So you talk about the Warrensville program. When you started coaching, you had 7, 8 players. What's it like seeing the program almost double now?
You did your research,
I
huh?
did, I
You
did.
did your research. It's a beautiful thing. It's almost triple now. Just to add the numbers, it's hard. Let me tell you, it's hard because I just added 2 new coaches. One of them a former player, and her name is Ashanti Abshaw. I'm so thankful to have her. She went on. She went through my program, and she went on to play at Cleveland State. Scored 1,000 points in 2 years, and then she left there. She went to Ohio State. She ended up tearing her ACL exhibition game. Now she's on my coaching staff. So she was there, when she was their age and younger. And now she's there. She can get on the court with them, and she can talk about their experience. I didn't play at the college level. You know what I mean? I didn't go to college. I'm in college now. I'm actually in class right now
Oh, wow.
as we speak. But it's a beautiful thing.
So the past few seasons, you guys have had some tough losses in playoffs. So how does your message kind of change to your team if it does in those moments?
The message doesn't change. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everybody want to go win a state championship.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, but I won a state championship when they signed that national letter of intent. That's what's important to me. You know what I mean? I'm not big on you go D1, you go do D2, D3. Do they have the program, that you want to pursue that's going to help you become who you want to be in the future? That's what's most important. So, you know, it's, some people may mistake it as arrogance, but it's the truth. Like I've been doing this for so long, and there's not a college coach that don't know who Coach O is, and they understand the type of kids that come through my program. You got to be tough to even make it through. So when they get to college, I mean, they're ready.
So when you look at your coaching career, you can't, talk about and skip over the year you were coach of the year a few seasons ago. So for people who don't know, how was that season for you in getting recognition to get coach of the year
Which one?
in 2020? He's a which one? Tell him about both.
So the coach of the world, I got state coach of the year. That was it was crazy because during the year I got shot 7 times.
Mhm.
That was December 27th, 2020. Um, I got shot 7 times during the year, but I couldn't be out that long. I only missed 5 games. The girls won all 5 games that I was out, and I wasn't thinking about being coach of the year. I was literally just doing what we do. And that year was the first. Oh yeah, that was the first year we won the district championship. That was the first girls district championship in school history. So it was special. You know what I mean? And we only had like 7 girls.
Right. So I heard, during that 5 games you missed, you were FaceTiming in during timeout, stuff like that. So your life changes. How was it, keeping that commitment to your team?
I mean, it wasn't even a thought. It's who I am. Once you start doing something so long, it becomes who you are. It's what I'm passionate about. I can't think about doing nothing else. So, I was on the hospital bed. Like, listen, I'm watching it. We was down in that game. They was down 20 something at halftime.
Mhm.
And I called and said, put me on FaceTime. I talked to them like, what is y'all doing? Y'all already know what to do. Do what y'all supposed to do. So I would just command the message, through the iPad they had me on. They came back and they won that game.
So you now coach several seasons here. Do you have a favorite moment in your time at Warrensville?
Favorite moment. Ooh, my favorite moment. I know about my least favorite. I I think my favorite moment for real is when these kids. So I had a kid. This is a special moment. I
Mhm.
had a kid named Z. So Zanaya Thomas, she came from Brush High School her senior year. She averaged 3 points a game at Brush. And her mother's like, want to transfer over. And they did. And she's like, how can you help her? What can you do for her? I said, well, right now she's a JUCO. I can get her to JUCO. But I'm pretty sure you don't want to go to JUCO. She said, no. I said, well, if you do everything I ask you to do, you won't have to go to JUCO. We trained for 72 days straight. She didn't miss a day. And I think she got her first Division One offer from Purdue, and I think that was a moment, like, you know what I mean. I watched her work she put in, and she averaged 30 points and 14 rebounds that season. And she was her name was in the running for Miss Basketball in the state of Ohio. She ended up giving a verbal to Purdue, ended up going to Kentucky. Kentucky women's basketball coaching staff won the SEC. They beat, I think, South Carolina. I think they beat South Carolina, won the SEC, and then next day hopped on a private flight and brought the championship and the trophy to her living room and offered her a scholarship. She went there, but now she's playing at Howard University with another former player of mine, Janiyah Bohannon.
So, you talk about I don't want other teams to get mad at me that you had, but what would you say is something different in your team this year compared to other years?
I mean, we got a lot of experience because I think we returned 7 girls from last year.
Mhm.
But I think the young talent we have I never had this much young talent at one time. I have a freshman guard named Skylar Ballard. Oh my God, what did y'all see her? She's special. We got another guard that's special that came from North Carolina. Her name is Adriana Moses. She's pretty special. I think the young talent, but I'm telling you, it's rough. I just left practice. We left practice early. Tomorrow's the first official day of tryout. So.
Okay. So you brought your senior guard here, Ari Bryant. So, Ari, we've been talking about Coach O. What being one of his players, what is it like having him as a coach?
It's good. It started off rough my first year coming back to Warrensville because um I was so used to playing on a team where I had to do everything myself. So when I got to a team where I knew I had people who I could pass the ball to, who I could rely on, I had to find the balance in between passing and keeping the ball for myself because I was overpassing. But he kind of got me through it. It was a rough year. I was getting yelled at a lot, but then that was like my year where I was just learning the game. And then my junior year is the year where I kind of took over a leadership role with my team. And I learned a lot more about myself and what I can offer. So, like the regular season was a smooth ride. I didn't really do too much, but then when we got to the playoffs, it was just like I remember last year how my teammates felt when we lost that regional semis game. So I knew I had to do it for them. If I didn't do it for myself or the people around me, I knew I had to do it for those ones that was with me last year because that was the first team I played with at Warrensville. Then this year, it's like everything is just coming together. My skill, my mental, and it's just he's just been by my side the whole time, helping me out. Like I always had it in me, but he just pulling those parts.
So what would you say is the biggest thing that you learned from him, whether it's on the court or off the court?
The biggest thing on the court, I would say, is just learning like my capabilities. Like I just didn't have as much faith in myself as he had in me, and learning basketball like you because when I first started basketball, I was just put into the game. Nobody taught me anything. I was athletic, so they threw me in there. And he taught me in less than 3 years how to play basketball the right way. And then off the court, he just teaches us how to be family, how to just go about things the right way. Like don't hold grudges with people. Just live life with peace.
So I did my research. I saw you do multiple sports besides basketball. You're also successful on the school side. So, what is it like balancing both that, being an athlete and keeping up with your schoolwork?
Honestly, it's not even that hard.
That's good.
Like you just go to class and do your work. Like um, I do I do AAU and I'm a natural athlete. So like my dad played basketball, my mom played basketball. My dad played for South, my mom played for East Tech. Um, I had a great uncle who played basketball and was supposed to go to the NBA but blew out his knee. He was going to play for the Boston Celtics. Um, my whole family played football, soccer, all type of sports, multiple sports. So it's just sports became a natural thing for me. As long as I listened and I put forth the effort, it was it was good. And then as far as academics, you just have to have those bonds with your teacher. You don't wanna you don't wanna overrule your teacher. Just if they say something is right, just let it be right. Now, if I understand if they're disrespecting you, but it's certain ways you can go about it. You can go to a higher authority. That's what O tell us. Go to the higher authority. So we go to our superintendent, and he handles everything for us.
So, now you're seniors, starting to think about college and stuff. What has it been like, looking at the college process and seeing players like Angel Reese and that, become the face of college and go on to the league?
Honestly, it's been great. Like, yeah, women's basketball being highlighted.
Hmm.
And as far as injury, I've watched her game and she's very aggressive, and I feel like um she's gonna be like one of those. What I say, hmm. she's gonna be she's already a great player, but she's gonna be great. And I feel like if she just keep up her mentality and everything's gonna be good. And another player I really like that's not in the WNBA yet, Malaysia Fulwali.
Hmm.
I'm a guard and I have speed and I'm good like with around the rim. So she inspires me. And then John Morant is one of my favorite
That's a
players
good
too.
one.
So,
That's why you be drunk all them crazy layups.
Copy and John. So before you guys both go, I'm gonna ask you guys both the same last question. I'll start with Ari first. What's something you guys are excited for or wanting to accomplish this season?
I'm just excited to go further than where we went last year. I just want to take that extra step. All we gotta do is play one game at a time, and we should get to where we want to be. I'm ready for the state championship this year.
Coach O, what about you?
For me, like you said, just take it a step further than we was last year. Try not to go backwards. When you have success, like we didn't have at Warrensville, and it was quick success, that is hard to maintain. People think it's just, oh, he got the team. Oh, no. I'm doing this with kids who never played varsity basketball. I'm doing this with kids who really don't know how to play basketball. So I just go on every year looking to make sure I can help somebody become better. Everybody won the state championship, but that's the ultimate goal. But if we don't, I don't look at it as a failed season. As long as my 7 seniors or 8 seniors they go to school for free, that's what's most important.
All right, I know I'm gonna have to come to the game. I've been to high school basketball games since I left high school, so I'm gonna have to come watch the game this season, you guys. But thank you guys for joining me, you guys. This was Warrensville Lady Tigers head coach, Coach O, and Lady Tiger guard Ari Bryant. You guys know this is your favorite sports girl. I'll be here next Thursday on WOB 95.9 FM. This is Ball Talk with Brandy. Make sure you guys follow my socials at Ball Talk with Brandy, and I'll talk to you guys next week.